I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before I get going on the video, smash my like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a fight prediction that you want me to do, you can hit up my email at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. If you want to join in on a TKO debate series, you can hit my email for that. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address, and you can also hit me on Twitter if you want to join the TKO debate series. Again, that Twitter handle is at KOBoxing86TV, and we live Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Also live Sunday mornings with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping and get into our video. And today, we got to talk about Cool Boy Steph. Stephen Fulton versus Monster Inoue. They have agreed to terms to get it popping in May. Down at 122 pounds. Also, Eddie Hearn has now expressed interest in an Undisputed match. But he had very selective word selection, I should say. And we got to send a shout out to our brother Skinny from Southern T Boxing and Sports. He brought this to my attention. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to cook on this. He brought this to my attention. He broke this shit down in his own way, like only he can do, and we going to do it in our own way. But yeah, y'all go check out what he had to say about this, man. I thought it was a great live stream, great video, and you know, him putting me on to this, man. But anyway, this is what Eddie Hearn had to say about Stephen Fulton and Monster Inoue in the prospects of Undisputed down at 122 pounds. Eddie Hearn has declared that if Naoya Inoue beats Stephen Fulton, then he will be willing to make Inoue versus MJ Akmandalia for the Undisputed Super Bantamweight World titles later this year. Before we get to Eddie Hearn, bro. Before we get to Eddie Hearn, let's talk about Stephen Fulton. And let's talk about the narrative surrounding him taking on Monster Inoue and being willing to go over to Japan, being willing to make the fight on ESPN Plus, and taking the chance and showing that he really believes he is that guy. It's crazy that the way that people are giving Stephen Fulton credit is by saying that he bucking the system and going against Al Haymon. The way that people are giving Stephen Fulton credit is saying that this is what happens when guys leave Al Haymon, or they don't allow Al Haymon to dictate their career. But my simple question is, who y'all think is negotiating for Stephen Fulton? Because he still is Al Haymon managed fighter. Like, he still is with the PBC. So who you think is negotiating his side of the deal? Who you think that is? Now, Al Haymon has already shown that he's for whatever's going to get his fighters the biggest bag, bro. That's why they were suing him. When he first started the PBC, they said he was paying fighters too much. And so him being the advisor that he is, looking at the lay of the land, Stephen Fulton wants the Monster Inoue fight. The best way for you to get the Monster Inoue fight and get the biggest bag possible is you got to go fight Monster over in Japan. I absolutely love the 122-pound division, the 118-pound division, 115, 112, 108 pounds. But honestly, those are die-hard divisions. Those aren't casual divisions. Stephen Fulton is not the draw here in America that Monster Inoue is in Japan. So the money for that fight is in Japan. And Stephen Fulton and his team deserve credit for being willing to go over to Japan to fight Monster Inoue, to get that deal done, to agree to terms, and to pull out of another good fight and say, man, I want the one that's even better for my legacy. I want the one that's going to really give me that buzz that I know I deserve and I know I need if I'm Cool Boy Steph. So he's taking a big chance. Going over to fight Monster Inoue, we're going to get into these quotes from Eddie Hearn. I can already see some shit brewing in the business of boxing. I already firmly believe Stephen Fulton, he got to go out there and he got to watch Monster Inoue. He cannot afford to have a competitive fight. He got to leave, no doubt. Can't be no 7-5 type shit. Can't be no close-ass fight where, yeah, you win most of the rounds, but you get put down a time or two. You recover quick, but Monster Inoue catch you a couple times. He score a couple of 10-8 rounds, but you can win the majority of all the rest of the rounds. They're going to find a way to get that shit to Monster. Like, I already see it coming. And you can tell based on Eddie Hearn, who's done a lot of business with Bob Arum, who have been in lockstep trying to screw over the PBC already on one occasion. They already tried to work together to box out the PBC with the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury shit when Eddie Hearn was pandering that AJ Fury shit. And now it looks like, based on these comments, that you can see that Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum might be up to some bullshit. And again, shout out to Southern T, because he broke this shit down and spoke on this already. But I'm putting my flavor on it. I'm talking to y'all about it from my perspective. I can already see the bullshit from a mile away, bro, with this quote. He says if Naoya Inoue beats Stephen Fulton, then he'd be willing to make a Inoue MJ Akhmadaliev fight for the Undisputed Bantamweight World titles later this year. So what if Stephen Fulton wins? You don't want to make the Undisputed fight between Stephen Fulton and MJ Akhmadaliev? I'd say hell no, he don't, because we could have been got that fight already. The words that you use matter, bro. Now, he's totally being dismissive of any idea of MJ Akhmadaliev fighting Stephen Fulton. The only way he wants to entertain Undisputed is if Undisputed is against MJ Akhmadaliev and Naoya Inoue. I'm telling you, bro. These boxing dudes, man, they very, very slick. They very, very crooked. And they be trying to think 2-3 steps ahead. So if you Stephen Fulton, bro, listen, man. You have to have the best camp of your life. You have to have the best performance of your career if you're going to win this fight. You have to do what Devin Haney did to George Kambosos. And I think Stephen Fulton deserves the same type of credit that Devin Haney gets for being willing to go to another man's country and take his belts off of him. Or not take his belts, but beat him, because Monster Inoue ain't got no belts at 122 pounds. But going to another man's country to defend your belts. So he deserves that Devin Haney treatment. He deserves the praise that we give Alexander Usyk on this channel. Champions that's willing to go to somebody else's backyard. Champions that's willing to come fight you in your own home. That's willing to knock on your door. And if you don't answer the door, go through your window. If they can't get through your window, they come through the chimney. If they can't come through your chimney, get in the window, or come through the front door, they banging through the back door. People that's willing to do that, bro, they get my utmost respect. That's why we rock heavy with Alexander Usyk. Every title shot, or every time Alexander Usyk fought at a world championship level to this point in his career, it's always been in the other person's home country and hometown and shit. Straight up and down. You run through Alexander Usyk's career at cruiserweight, every world title fight he had, he fought in that person's home country. You go at his heavyweight career, his 2 world title championships against Anthony Joshua, both of those times, he fought Anthony Joshua in Anthony Joshua's home country, bro. That shit deserves to be respected. So the same respect that I'm going to give Usyk, I'm giving that shit to Stephen Fulton today. Because that shit ain't no small task, bro. You know that the crowd going to be against you, because Japan rock with Monster, bro. Japan, they rock with the Monster, man. They rock heavy with the Monster. That whole stadium going to be packed, and they all going to be rooting against you. That shit can sway the judges. And also a little money can sway the judges. You already know, ask Jack Catterall if you can have a close fight in somebody's home country. Shit, go ask Robson Casasiao if you can have a close fight in somebody's home state when he fought Oscar Valdez in Arizona. Ask Michael Fox if you can beat somebody's ass, but because the sanctioning body is based from the same country that the fighter you fight against is based from, if they can't screw you over still. Ask Michael Fox about that shit. We watched Devin Haney win the first 11 rounds against George Kambosos in the first fight. Possibly won 12 zipped him. The only round I'd argue George Kambosos won, bro, was maybe the 12th round, because Devin took his foot off the gas a little bit in that first fight. But yet and still, 3 scorecards still gave George Kambosos 4 rounds in that fight. You got like Stephen Fulton, his back is up against the wall, and he got like bro, this what's gonna take you to that level. We already got you top 10 pound for pound, cause we stay ahead of the curve over here, man. But you go in there and you beat Monster Inoue in his home country and do it decisively. There's no more argument to be made. From 126 down, that's the best fighter in. Matter of fact, Shakur's at 135 now. From 130 down, I mean, him, Monster, and Jesse Bam Rodriguez done set themselves apart. From 130 down. As of right now. Now, we know Chocolatito is a legend. We ain't going to disrespect Chocolatito. I love Chocolatito. We know Juan Francisco Estrada, he a legend. We ain't going to disrespect him. But they both kind of passed. I'm talking about in their prime right now. You got Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Coolboy Steph Fulton. You got Monster Inoue. You got Jesse Ben Rodriguez. To me, those three ahead of their class from 130 down. If you Stephen Fulton and you fight Monster Inoue, bro, and you beat him, then shit, bro, like, ain't really no argument to me. That's the best win out of all three of them. If you Monster Inoue and you beat Stephen Fulton, ain't no argument to me. That's the best win out of all three of them. The best small weight class fighter in the world title is on the line, even though they ain't fighting for Undisputed or nothing. They are fighting for the WBO and the WBC. But the title of the best fighter in the small weights, that title right there, that arbitrary title that ain't really a title, but that you could be universally recognized as the best small weight fighter in the world right now, whoever win this fight between Stephen Fulton and Monster Inoue, that's just what that is, bro. That's what they gonna be. So shout out to both parties, man, for getting this shit done. They've agreed to terms. They said they fighting in May or whatever. Expect a fight announcement soon. And for all of y'all, Al Heyman is blocking big fights, guys. I mean, that narrative getting old and dried out. He was the one that made Top Rank have to come back to the table and make the third Wilder fight when Top Rank was trying to pull out and do something else. He's the one that sent the offer to Jaime Munguia and Golden Boy. And Golden Boy was the one that pulled out of that fight. They're the ones that's making this Golden Boy fight between Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. They're the ones that are allowing Stephen Coolboy Steph to go over there to Japan and fight on ESPN and do his thing, as they should. Now, tell your all you Top Rank apologists and the Zone apologists, start telling them fighters to come holler at these PBC fighters, bro. Because it look like, if you want to talk about who really trying to do cross-platform business, shit, I think PBC doing more business cross-platform than all of them right now, bro. Real talk. Sending their fighters over way quicker and way more willing to make offers for cross-promotional fights than any other platform that's out there right now. All the rest of them be talking, but I see the PBC right now putting action in, bro. But shout out to Stephen Fulton, shout out to Monster Inoue, shout out to Top Rank, PBC, everybody that got anything to do with me getting this great ass fight. Shout out to all y'all, cause this shit fire right here. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like button, sub to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV for breakdowns and predictions. You know you can hit the email, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email. Live shows Wednesday and Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Appreciate everybody watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.